Tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Lisa, it's your birthday.
Paulina, it's your birthday. Okay, I won't sing, but we'll just let that roll for a second.
I love this episode.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the AFTERBUZZ TV Total Divas After Show. We are having our own celebration this evening for Miss Paulina's birthday.
Woohoo! Party, thank you so much for the cupcake.
You're welcome. It was all me.
Really?
We can't take any credit. That was all Megan Stecher right there.
Thank you. I was genuinely surprised.
Podcasters, if you're feeling confused right now, I gotta tell you about these gorgeous chocolate cupcakes that are sitting on our desk. They're pink and white swirly, and they have Total Divas, actual divas faces on top. They are so cute, and I'm sure they're delicious, and we're gonna get into them. But first, we have to talk some Total Divas with you all. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. My name is Christy Olson. You guys can always hit me up at Christy Reports and use the hashtag ABTV Total Divas when talking about the show. We do see your tweets, and we appreciate them very much. Thank you also for hanging out with us on YouTube. I've got the live chat rolling, and we are on iTunes and SoundCloud as well. Please leave a little comment about the show, about our show. Give us a 5-star rating because we're 5 stars. Hit that thumbs up button on YouTube. And now I'm gonna let the birthday girl tell you where you can tweet her your birthday wishes.
Hello, everybody. You guys can find me on Twitter at _Paulina Aguilar and on Instagram at Paulina M. Aguilar.
And you guys can find me, Megan Stecher, on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. It is all at Megan Stecher.
All right.
And you can follow me at Hermoza, GHERMOZA, on Twitter, Instagram, and the rest.
All right. Well, I know you guys are all dying about this Good Morning America appearance this morning that Brian and Bree did, with Bree announcing some retirement news, and we will get to that in our news and gossip segment in just a little bit. But first, let's break down this mildly dramatic. This was a foxy episode, I think, of Total Divas, and we're gonna chat about it. This one opened with a let's call it a pregnant lady mind moment. Rosa just had a little moment. I've heard pregnant women say that your brain just doesn't work quite as well. Pregnancy brain, right? That's what they call it.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to chalk her little "does my baby not get oxygen when I hold my breath" comment up to pregnancy brain. But she really wanted them to explain it. She really wanted to explore this idea.
Oh, well, neither of those girls have ever been pregnant, so it's just something just Google it. I'm sure you can find.
Exactly.
Go to WebMD.
The answer is probably going to be no. Your baby is not lacking oxygen when you hold your breath. But again, I've never been pregnant either. Hey! Something to eat cupcakes
What
about.
if they do? What if Rosa was right this whole time?
Well, then she better take a breath.
Here's the
Stop
thing.
holding her breath.
Why is she holding her breath? If the baby, if she thinks it's possible the baby can't breathe, don't hold your breath. I mean,
I'd be curious. I'd be like, every 5 minutes, just try. You would never know unless you Google it.
Well, one of the other divas is a little lost herself. Miss Mandy Rose, who is new to the crew, chats up Natty, and she wants Natty's help. Natty has trained a lot of the girls, and she's great at it, and Mandy knows that and wants Natty to come. I was kind of surprised that, well, no, I guess I shouldn't say that Natty would agree to this. Natty's super busy, and like she said, this was her one day off. I thought it was pretty nice of her to agree to meet Mandy and train her on her day off.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So
I'm
sweet.
sorry. I'm just looking at.
Entirely sure
I'm
we have a
look-
follow-up.
I'm looking at these comic books. I'm looking at these cupcakes.
You're distracted?
Yeah, can't even say cupcakes correctly.
I think George is going to have to eat one in a minute to get
Just
over
to tide him over so that he can get through
no.
the show. Well, George, I know you're going to have a lot to say about Nikki's longest reigning Divas Championship reign. This is the point in the episode where she kind of explains what's going on. They show the Bellatron, which was counting down the days until she became the longest reigning Divas champion. Ladies, this is a huge deal in WWE. This was major. Were you getting excited about this as Nikki was talking about it?
No, I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her that she is still the reigning champion. I just wasn't excited about the match. And I think that just goes back to I'm not really into wrestling because of the whole storyline breakdown. And I actually had a question. So say Nikki's going into a match like that and it's a storyline. She's supposed to play the mean girl. Do they already know who's going to win?
Yes.
So Nikki already knew she was going to still being the reigning champ.
Yes.
Yeah, remember when she was kissing those things last week? That was for the plaque that she was going to get. So
That's like,
But
imagine.
see, I think, but that takes like the sportsmanship out of it. I think for me, growing up playing sports is like you go in and playing, and you don't know who's going to win the
Think
championship.
about it like this. Think about it like this. You're up for an Oscar, for an Academy Award. Paulina Aguilar, in the same category as Meryl Streep, who's like the greatest actress of all time, and like 10 minutes before they tell you. Does that maybe lessen the fact that you're just about to win an Academy Award?
No.
The same thing.
I think just as a viewer.
No, but I'm with you, but I'm saying it's like the same kind of thing. Like, you're still really excited. Yes, it's predetermined, but it's still a great accomplishment to have.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, hands down. But I think I want to know in the moment, like I'd want to cherish that.
Yeah.
If I knew before 10 minutes and I'm in the bathroom and I found out, like, I don't want that to be my moment. I want to be in front of the audience with my sister, with my family, things like that. And I think that's what gets me so frustrated. But I give her props to being the champ. I mean, come on.
So how far in advance does she find out?
It's all different.
That day,
it's all different.
sometimes it's right before they go out, right, George?
Well, yes, it's all different. Sometimes they'll tell them in advance, like, oh, you're going to be the longest reigning champion. Sometimes, I mean, the thing about pro wrestling is things can always change from minute to minute. Mm-hmm. So it's all different.
I would not want to know. I'd be like, just don't tell me.
Because
you have to know.
You have to execute it.
Because I wasn't excited when she was like introducing her Bellatron.
Yes, you got it, girl.
I wasn't excited because I'm like, ugh, it's so predetermined. Like,
Right.
how can I be excited for her? But I got very excited later on. But we can talk about.
But it's kind of like your job as a performer to capture the audience into believing whatever it is that you're doing. Not too much different than like an actor or an actress. It just.
Great point, George Hermoza.
That's why I'm starting to have just a lot. I'm sorry, actors and actresses, don't bee me out on the red carpet. But I'm starting to have even more respect for the wrestling stars because they are actors and actresses on top of being athletes. The athletes are just athletes and actors are just actors. They're doing both.
Also think about this too, like in a lot of actors and actresses, how many takes do they do? In an enclosed set. These guys, these girls, it's like one take in front of a live audience.
Live,
yeah,
baby.
live audience, like 100% live.
That's
No
straight
retakes, no
from the
nothing.
Well, and our news and gossip, we're also going to have some baby news that I know you guys have heard about. Because this baby of Rosa's is coming soon. And Paige and Foxy have decided to throw her a baby shower, or production thought that would be a good storyline. So Foxy is throwing her a baby shower in Florida when she lives in, or she wants it in LA.
At the time, I think she lived in
Vegas.
LA. At the time, I think she lived, because I think he lived in LA
Oh, okay.
at the time, but I know they moved to Pittsburgh.
They've moved to Pittsburgh
Yeah, but I think
recently,
at the
yeah.
time he lived in LA and she lived with him.
Yeah. Well, the ladies don't seem to care a whole lot about where Rosa wants the party or what kind of party she wants or what color she wants. I liked the idea of incorporating black and doing something a little bit edgier because baby stuff kind of makes me want to throw up. I liked it, but they just took it way too far at the party store. If you guys were Rosa, what would you do in that situation? She should have
I
nipped in the
probably
bud
would
right
have
away.
picked better friends to plan it, to be honest. Here's the thing, like, I don't know. Maybe it's the gothic thing, like, I don't want my baby shower to be gothic-ish, Like, maybe it's a little bit different. They can make it girly with the, with the pink, which is what they did, but...
But that's the thing. You don't want your baby shower to be this. You want your baby shower to be that. It was your decision to have whatever you want for your baby shower. It didn't feel like it was Rosa's decision to do whatever it is that she wanted for her baby shower.
I didn't like it at all. I think if I were Rosa, I would have did the same thing she did and have notified Fox. By the way, this is for me, and I think we should do what's good for me.
Yeah, exactly. And if someone had chosen me to throw the baby shower, I would have gone up to them and been like, is there something there that you want? Do you have a color scheme that you've always dreamed of having? That's probably what I would have done. But no, I would pick totally different friends.
And if Foxy just wants to throw a party, like, just throw a party. Like, have a party. Invite your boyfriend. Whatever you need to do. Like, get rid of the armadillos or let them stay. Like, whatever you need to do, but throw your own party.
It's supposed to be about the mom and the coming baby, and the fact that they were like, well, we want to drink at this party and we're going to order a bounce house. Like, it's not, then you're not making it about Rosa or the baby at all.
Right.
So.
I think it was just rude of Foxy a little bit to be offended that she wanted to change it. Like, I mean, if that were the case, I would have been like, okay, let's just have like a little small one here with the divas and the WWE,
right.
and then either I'll help you or maybe somebody else would throw her one in LA with her friends and family.
Right, that's what I think. She should have
a good idea.
She'd have a family real one.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And then there could be the coworker one.
Yep.
The divas
well,
one.
there. I think you should be Rose's friend, Paulina. Well, we know that Mandy Rose and Eva Marie have become fast friends. And this little scene where they go meet the other ladies for breakfast, which, lay off the coffee, ladies. All that caffeine is not good for you. You don't need it. But
You don't drink coffee?
No, I don't consume any caffeine. Oh my gosh, you guys would not understand a word that I was saying if I did. It would be like,
oh my God.
I'd be shaking, and like sweating.
Can't get
People
out
would be
of
starting
bed.
rumors again.
Like, can't get out of bed until I smell that my boyfriend's making coffee. Like, that's how bad I need coffee in the morning.
Oh, you're
He'll
a real
sometimes
adult.
bring it to me in the mug and be like, are you struggling? Can you get out of bed today? And I'm like, thank you. Like,
That's a good man.
totally addicted. I need like laser teeth whitening at this point. It's so bad.
Well, what Mandy wants to talk about is she wants to get the other girls' opinions on this whole red and gold tagging thing. And I think, maybe this is something someone put in her ear, bring that up and talk to the girls about it. But it sort of seemed like she's checking in with the other girls. Like, is it okay with you guys if me and Eva did this tag team thing? Is that how it came off to you guys?
Yeah.
I think it just came off if she wanted an opinion, because had it been 4 out of 5 girls saying no, I think that's a bad idea, she probably would not have gone through with it.
At least she said it in front of Eva, because I know they had the argument about, you were talking about me behind my back to the other girls getting opinions, and it was kind of like she said the same thing this time, only in front of Eva, which made it a little more awkward than before. I
thought it was just
Right.
random to bring up. And then
I
you
did
see
too.
Eva's face is just like,
Here's the thing, I think a lot of jealousy
Yeah, she
goes
thought it was
on
random, too.
in the Divas division, I'm sure. So asking a bunch of girls that are basically your competition, of course there's a sisterhood that goes on, but asking a bunch of girls that are your competition, like, we're going to team up, it's a good idea, right? Like, I don't think you're going to get a very honest answer on them. Although I did love Paige's answer, like, who called them ketchup and mustard? Was that Paige?
Fox.
I think it was Foxy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I liked Paige's answer, and then I liked Fox saying ketchup and mustard.
Well, I think the red and gold thing is cute, but I mean, Eva's got her own thing going on right now, and it's probably not going to happen anyway. We'll see if Mandy Rose continues to keep talking about it. Well, we get to see one of our favorite non-divas in this episode too, Mama Bella, the future Mrs. Laurinaitis, and she's just so wise, and she's telling Nikki, hey, you know that rack attack thing you do? That looks crazy. Right. And Mama Bella's not even a wrestler, and if she can see Nikki doing that night after night and realize that it may cause a problem, Nikki and I think somebody maybe higher up should have realized that. This is a question for you, I guess, George. Wouldn't, when she chose that as her finisher or even choreographed it in the first place, wouldn't someone say, like, hey, actually, if you do that a bunch of times, that's really going to screw you up?
Well, it's one of those things where it's like, here's the thing about it, and just with anything in life in general, it's like, the little things add up to the big things. It's just like, it just starts chipping away slowly but surely. It's like, you do it one time, nothing's going to happen. Like, oh, I feel fine. You do it twice. You do it 100 times. Then, but slowly but surely, it's like, it's just one of those things where it's like, you don't really know until it actually happens. And now it's like, well, maybe that really isn't a good move to do every single day for, like, was it 2-3 years by now,
Right. Yeah, well, I think Mama Bella's onto something. And Brie also expresses her concern over Nikki's injuries. But Nikki's going to tough it out because she is fearless Nikki, and that's what she does.
And a lot of it's too, like I said, I know a lot of it's predetermined, but like being the longest reigning Divas champion of all time, like that's a big deal. Mm-hmm. Like essentially you're the female counterpart to the longest reigning WWE champion of all time. And that's like, I want to say like 8 years long.
Who is it?
Bruno Sammartino.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is like old school back in the day. 8 years is a long time. Yeah. So again, this is like essentially in a world where you have your male and your female. It's like being the longest reigning female. It's a big deal. So yeah, she just. I think maybe some ways like health and I guess I don't want to say fame, but maybe just accomplishment. Like sometimes you got to choose, and she chose the accomplishment.
I
for
would
her.
too, right? Are we all on board with that?
I mean, how often too? Like, I know you're a big sports fan, Paulina. Like, we see these guys, you know, play hurt in like the Super Bowl or like the World Series. It's like you just got to tough it out.
There's some dirt on it.
Yeah.
I feel like Natty had the best advice. She's like, modify it and get through it. So that's what they did. They modified, you know, she obviously didn't do the rack attack. And like, there's no way she wasn't going to go out there and perform. There's no way Nikki wasn't going to go out there. And there's no way that WWE wasn't going to have her go out there. So it was like all about just modifying it for her safety, for her injury. And let's do it.
It's no different too than like singers. Like a lot of times they'll sing like with like a vocal issues, you know, just same thing. They're like you said, they're performing, and this is the way that they perform.
Rihanna had bronchitis for 3 weeks and even went to the Grammys rehearsals and rehearsed twice and then realized she couldn't do it. See,
dirt on-
Riri, you gotta be fearless, Riri.
I
Just
kept
saying.
being like, where's Rihanna? I'm watching the red carpet like, this sucks. Where's the famous people? Riri was home in bed.
Well, someone who is trying to reach her highest level of fame, I do believe, is Miss Eva Marie. We learned that she and Jonathan have hired a social media guy who's really just a videographer to, I guess, follow them around. Now, I'm not entirely sure how this helps so much with your social media if it's not someone shooting on a mobile thing. And also, I'm confused as to why Jonathan can't just follow her around. He's there anyway, and he can't just take her picture. But this is someone with like a professional camera who's going to do these shoots. I gotta say, I love Eva, and I think she and Jonathan are very smart business people, but this seemed like a little bit much to me.
Yeah, agreed. I think what fans and viewers love about Instagram and social media and the celebrities that have them is that they post them themselves. It's coming from them, not coming from a guy that they pay. And I think that kind of ruins it a little bit.
Yeah, I like the candidness of like Instagram and Twitter. It's like it'd be no fun if like one of your favorite people says like, "Oh, I have somebody tweet for me." It's like, you know, knowing that they're, you know, behind their phone or just kind of tweeting at any random time. That's what I think I like about it. So it's just, yeah, it does kind of take away. It's like you have somebody doing this for you.
Unless it's for a website that I don't know about.
Yeah.
I mean, do it yourself.
Yeah, well, we did report last week, you know, remember that she just started a YouTube channel.
Right.
So maybe this was part of that as well, to try to get a little bit more video. And one of the things she posted was like a behind the scenes of a photo
And
shoot,
if it's for YouTube, so be it. I'm totally on board with having a videography. Duh, I want them to be good, you know?
Right?
This is kind of a gray area because doing stuff like this without WWE permission is a good way to get yourself in a lot of trouble.
Right.
And she's a big
And
singer.
it's also like Zack Ryder's a prime example of this. WWE did not care about social media until Zack Ryder was getting more views on his YouTube page than they were on Superstars. And then they were like, hey, we should have a social media department. And it's become what it's become. But, like, I don't foresee her getting a videographer to follow her around with a camera to do something that might jeopardize her. So I have a feeling WWE probably, like, sent that guy to get some cool behind-the-scenes stuff that they might edit into something on NXT or... I don't know. It's definitely got a purpose for sure.
Good thinking, James.
Well, I hope so, because she can't afford to get in trouble again.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's true.
I mean, she and Jonathan are like always crossing the line as far as what they
Business
are
and
and
plans.
aren't allowed to do when it comes to her WWE contract. So I hope
Kinda
that they're being
mentality
careful.
of like ask for forgiveness instead of permission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
This
that
is
thing.
such like an A-level fame kind of a thing. So I think that's why I was kind of like, really? When she's like, Jonathan and I got this guy. He's gonna be a new social media guy. So like follow us around for like a trial period. I'm like, oh my god, okay, J-Lo. Like this is somebody like a J-Lo level of fame person.
I don't even
would
think
have.
J-Lo
You know what
does
I mean?
that. She posts her own stuff.
Right. So I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like it's very staged for this show. I feel like it's also
Yeah.
like Jonathan will hire this guy if there's a, you know, maybe a couple times a month to come out and do some stage stuff, and they'll use it later whenever they need some evergreen stuff for her
Right.
Instagram or whatever. Stage a couple of things that they have in mind to do that's business related. I don't think it's like this guy's literally following them around every day. I really don't think that.
Well, he only got a few shots in before Eva pushed Mandy in the pool, so that shoot was over real quick because Mandy looked, you know, a little drowned. Drowned? She looked a little drowned.
I think that
Drowned.
I don't even know why they
Drowned.
invited her. I felt like it was on purpose. To
The
like,
red and
get her out of the
gold
way.
thing. Or no, it was because she was interested in social media guy. So she probably was showing her the ropes.
Well, meanwhile, I don't even know what to say about that anymore.
We're not buying it.
Meanwhile, John Cena has bought himself not 1, not 2, not 45, but 55 new suits.
Ridiculous.
I don't see the problem.
I thought I thought a big number, like what he was gonna say was gonna be like 20, and that was gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
55, my jaw kind of hit the floor, but then when you think about how many appearances he does, and how much travel, and different photo ops, several different photo ops a day, I mean, I guess.
How many different pairs of shoes?
I
do you
knew. I
have?
was waiting for this debate.
And before we could say too much about it, George made that point. Say it again. Say this again,
How many
George.
shoes do you have? I'm asking, how many shoes do you
Yeah,
have?
way more than 55 pairs.
But,
why?
but heels and shoes can be a different color, different heel, different height, different everything, different strap. The strap matters, George.
To what?
It depends on the outfit. Where are you going today? You know, like it just depends. A suit, I feel like it's so easy. I always say it's easier for guys to get dressed in the morning.
Oh,
Your
totally.
t-shirt,
There's so many
jeans,
shades of
maybe
blue,
a
by the
jacket.
way. There's so many
Well,
shades
I
of blue.
believe guys are
then there's
somewhat
stripe,
colorblind.
and then
Okay, so you have one of each. Have a blue, a gray, a
But it
white,
depends.
a
Do
black,
you need-
a stripe,
do you
and
need
that's it. Call it a
stripes?
day.
And then there's thinner stripes, and then there's like a thinner
I
stripe.
feel like
and then
it's
just
more in the
spread
tie.
out
I feel like you
stripes.
should have more ties than you do suits.
I have more questions than anything. After hearing him say 55 suits, I'm like, okay, wait, so is it like literally like 55 different shades of fabric? Or did he get like 10 black suits because you always need to get a black suit? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, I'm just wondering, like, whoa, did we go for velvet? Like, did we get crazy and get a velvet suit?
leather.
Like, I need to know these things. Also, I would like to say, I'm peering into my crystal ball, and John did a really amazing couple of stints on Today's Show before.
Oh,
He's
yes.
so gifted, and I think that he's gonna have a really long career in being a commentator or host, what have you. He's gonna get a really big deal once he can't wrestle anymore.
Have
somewhere.
you seen Daddy's Home?
Yes.
No, I haven't seen
I
that.
love that movie. It was
haven't seen it.
hilarious.
That ending
And
I thought was hilarious.
George, why did you bring this up for the people who don't understand?
Also, John Cena's in it,
Okay.
but that's kind of
Oh
like
yeah,
a
I
spoiler
totally forgot about
alert.
the ending. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome actually.
Oh, spoiler alert.
And,
Okay.
and it's funny because I knew he was in the movie, but I'd forgotten because I liked the movie that much, and then I was like, oh, that's hilarious.
Is this the new movie with Mark Wahlberg
And
Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Okay, haven't seen it.
You have to.
And it was funny,
But
I know we mentioned it.
I think he's preparing himself like, okay, I'm gonna start getting guest gigs, guest spots here and there when so and so's out sick or
He just shot a
so-and-so.
reality show
No.
that he's going to be doing appearances and stuff for and promotion for.
Okay.
You're so right.
Yeah, he's like, I want to be ready. Like the closet's ready. He's putting it out into the universe. Like, this is what I want. Law of attraction, and like bringing the job to me.
I mean,
Right.
I guess if women can have all these dresses and shoes, and men can have their thing. George, is that your thing? How many suits do you have?
Like 2.
Right.
I also don't make
Is that
John-
because you
More than
can't
one.
afford?
I also don't
55
make
suits?
John Cena
okay,
money.
so is there a certain item of clothing that you have just a lot of?
I have a lot of
compared-
action figures.
No, not
clothing.
collections, but
Okay.
like women buy shoes. George buys.
Nothing.
Yeah, action figures.
Action figures. Yeah, everyone.
Yeah. He's not,
no,
he's
honestly,
like,
I
Ladies, you
like-
know where to find him on Twitter.
like Megan said, I do like ties. I don't have a lot, but I like having a
An
variety of,
assortment. Okay, that's
stripes, dots, polka
That's
dots,
what I think
colors.
about men. Maybe
Yeah.
have 7 good suits and then mix it up with the shirts and ties. You don't need
Yeah,
55,
exactly. That's what I
but-
said.
well, I thought by Nikki's reaction that she was upset
She
about
knew.
it, and I was gonna be like, he
That's
buys
what
a lot
I
of stuff and he
thought.
makes the money, but she was upset. Her back was really
Yeah.
hurting her, and so that's a major red flag. Then she goes and has a little workout, and even the trainer is like, "Girl, if you can't work out, you should not be working in the ring."
Right.
And he's probably right. Even though we have seen those badass videos of her working out since her surgery. So she goes to Dr. Jane, who she said was John's doctor, right?
Brian's.
Brian's doctor. But yet he was asking her a lot of questions about the wrestling industry. So I guess that's maybe the doctor that Brian sees there locally and when he's home and off the road. So she gets these ozone injections, and she and Brie talk about, you know what, maybe it is time for her to take a break. This seems to be the first point where the seed is planted, and she kind of goes, oh, you know what? Maybe my health is more important to me.
Yeah. Well, I think what helped her come to that decision was seeing Brian struggle through that and seeing her sister having to deal with it. And I think, that kind of put her in a situation where, yeah, I do need to take care of myself, or else I'm not going to be able to wrestle anymore, and I'm going to have to be forced to, retire. Mm-hmm. And of all people, she doesn't want that.
No, and we don't want that for her.
No.
Especially maybe because she doesn't, I guess, in her mind, I know she wants kids, but maybe because of, you know, her relationship that she doesn't plan on having kids, maybe she can have a longer career, obviously, you know, thinking that, well, I don't have to, you know, sacrifice my body for not even 9 months, but more than 9 months, obviously. So, yeah, I'm sure she's a little bit more heartbroken than most people think.
Well, she always says her next goal is to be the female Rock.
Yes.
So
Right.
maybe she just feels like she hasn't had enough limelight and time with the title to have that caliber to where she could go away from wrestling for a while and really focus on movies and TV and doing other things, to where like The Rock did when he left. He had a couple of bumps in the road, but he knew as soon as he came back, he was going to have a huge ovation. So maybe she's teetering of like, will I get that ovation, or will people forget about me? Will people be focusing on Brie or on Eva and all these other divas? So it's a difficult situation.
Well, we certainly feel for her. Meanwhile, Maddie's just getting a keratin treatment on her hair.
What is
like,
that?
whatever.
I don't
What is
even know
that?
what that is.
It makes it shiny. It like makes it like stronger and shiny
Okay.
or something.
Is that like a straightening treatment too, keratin, or no?
I don't
It
think
keeps
so.
it
like a
Like
blowout?
it gets a shine thing.
It keeps it from getting frizzy or something.
Maybe.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google this. Everyone can
Google it. If the keratin
just
people
like
wanna,
Rosa should have Googled
want to
whether
sponsor
her
the Total Divas after show, we could all come out with looking like a Pantene Pro V
I
commercial
did
next
not
week, as
like
Maddie
that.
said.
Well, not everybody.
Well, she wants to take a
God.
selfie, and she is, by all accounts, she's wasting Natty's time a little bit.
Heck
She's
yeah, she
late.
did. A
First
little
off,
bit.
she's late.
She did. She wasted her time.
But she was late.
Oh
Yeah, not only late, but she was.
This
you know,
says keratin's a hair
hair.
straightening treatment.
Oh, it is straight.
like a blowout.
You were wrong.
Well, it also makes it shiny.
Oh, it's straightening. Yeah, straightening.
Well, her hair was like
I was just
wavy
gonna
at the
say,
end.
and shiny. So anyway,
No, I think being
Smoothing
a
and
rookie
straightening.
coming into this kind of environment, you're asking a veteran who's been around for a long time, who knows what she's doing. You're asking to take her only day off. That's what gets me mad. It's like you're asking someone like that to take their day off, and she's willing to help you, and you're gonna be late and want to take a selfie. Why can't you take a selfie after?
Right.
oh,
Forget the selfie. I hate
sweaty.
selfies.
Girl, because then her
So-
keratin treatment's gonna be all sweaty and frizzed
those
out.
girls wrestle with makeup and everything. I think they're fine. No, but that pissed me off because what that shows me your character about it. I mean, I would have been mad if Mandy just let her walk. I like that she went after her and apologized, as she should have. Because if I were Natty, I'd be just as annoyed.
And after she did, and she explained she'd had a little fender bender, I kind of still thought, well,
That was an excuse. I was like, did she
But
just?
Maddie's a nice lady, and Maddie took her back and apologized and took her in and did a little bit of training. So
Natty is
Props to
solid,
Natty.
solid gold in my eyes. Like she couldn't be sweeter. She couldn't be cooler. She's so supportive of all the divas. She's like such like a mama of the group and is just such like a heart of gold person to me.
yeah, we give her a lot of crap for just being weird, but she really is.
She's so
And
freaking
genuine. She's so
normal.
genuine.
For her family, she's so freaking normal.
That's true.
I can't get over it.
That is
She's
true.
like the black sheep because she's not super strange.
Oh yeah, that's
She's just a crazy cat lady, though.
That's the only weird
She
thing.
owns it.
And she
owns
lies a
it.
lot.
She does lie a lot.
Okay, that's the only weird thing.
Paige is sort of tries to be the black sheep of the Divas division. So let's talk about Paige again. Paige is gonna go be on the Conan O'Brien show. I remember this appearance she did on Conan. I was very annoyed. I thought that she was overtly sexual just to get attention, and it was not cute. I thought it was a really gross
Really?
appearance. Yes, but anyway, she has to go do this appearance on the Conan show on the day of the baby shower. Now, this seems like the perfect opportunity to move the baby shower back to LA where Rosa wanted it in the first place. Don't you all agree?
Yep.
Yeah.
So why not? What's the problem, Foxy?
Because Foxy went and spent a lot of money on her house for people to see it all fixed up, and she's pissed they're not going to get to see it. And she wanted to see her boyfriend because it's all about
Her
her
50-year-old
schedule.
boyfriend.
I feel like it could have been a win-win. First of all, she would have had a clean house, even though she wasn't gonna have the party. 2, you just send the stuff with Rosa at LA. Here you go, just decorate another house with plates and the napkins, all that stuff. And 3, bring your boyfriend with you.
Yes.
Win, win, win.
And the thing is, like, this should be about caring about your friend. She should be
Yeah.
excited that Rosa is pregnant and want to be the person who throws this shower for her. And that's not the sentiment at all. And I think that maybe, I know Rosa did have a shower with her family in Pittsburgh that looked very nice on Instagram. That was like a real shower. So I'm glad that she got to have that experience because it's important.
Of course.
I guess to like people who think that babies are important and stuff, you know.
They are important.
Oh, I can't deal today after what Ronda Rousey said. We'll talk
Really?
about it.
I missed it.
I missed it too.
I haven't seen it yet.
Well, Foxy tells Rosa that she's selfish and that this is not fair. And I mean, I like when Foxy gets crazy, but she went a little bit overboard on this one.
You think so?
To me.
I like the drama.
I'm not.
I like the drama that it brings to the show because that's obviously why I watch it.
Right.
But she was totally wrong.
I feel like she's
Yes.
dramatic just for the sake of being dramatic.
You think so?
Like,
Okay,
not
but
for
you
the
think
show. I just think for life.
Yes.
Like,
So you think she makes Rosa cry on purpose?
Yes.
That's so mean.
yeah. And like I said, the worst part is I don't even think it's for the show.
She wasn't even being rude, though.
I think she just knows what ticks people off and she just enhances it.
Oh, that ticks me off, man. I
Foxy
can't.
seems like she's always on her period. Like, always. She's always mad.
Well, AJ0314. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Joseph Boza agrees with me.
What's up?
AJ's here, too. Ronda Rousey said that when she lost to Holly Holm, she was so depressed and she thought about taking her own life. But then she looked at her boyfriend and thought about the babies that they would have someday. And then she knew everything was going to be okay. I'm sorry if the strongest woman in the world's reason for living is to have babies and marry her boyfriend. Like, that's gross to me. I'm sorry.
I think that statement that's such a sore loser thing to say. Like, that makes me lose respect for her because I liked her. I rooted for her during that match, and then the attitude that she had after that, it just made me lose respect for her almost. And now she wants this rematch, which I kind of hope she gets her ass kicked again. But yeah, I don't like that statement at all.
All right, well, sorry for getting wildly off topic. I guess it kind of ties in with Brie and the whole thing. Speaking of getting hot under the collar, Natty mentioned that the NXT girls text TJ, which I know TJ's a trainer too, and all that, and he's like, gives the good advice, but those girls are hot. I don't know how I would feel about that.
I don't agree with married men having weird, friendly relationships with women. I think be a man, cut that shit off. Even if you have totally pure intentions and the woman has totally pure intentions, I just think we're living in a sticky situation world, and the less things you can get caught in doing, the less things your wife is worried about, the better. You know what I mean? No, you would all not be having my husband's cell phone number, girls.
I think there's an appropriate time for those women to do that. I mean, it's
Right.
like office hours when you're in school.
Right.
Between 8 and 5,
it's
maybe
called-
7 o'clock. Ask me those questions. But if you're asking me that at 9 o'clock on a Saturday night and I'm having dinner with my husband, no.
It's called you ask him at the gym when you're in the ring.
Yes, amen to that. Well, let's get into this blow up that happens between Foxy and Rosa and Paige. It gets really kind of crazy, and they end up blaming the whole thing on hormones. But I think both ladies just really thought that they were right, and they never really
Rosa
said,
was
hey, we're
right.
not right. I agree with you on that for sure. I agree.
I really enjoyed the yelling. It was good.
It did get juicy.
It was the best part of the episode.
I didn't feel like Rosa was being rude. I just
No,
thought that
she
was
wasn't.
weird.
All
It's
she
like-
did was she was the nicest person. She went up to her and said, "Hey, can I talk to you in private?" No, you're rude. No, girl. Mm-mm.
No, but didn't she yell and bang on the table? She said, "It's not good for the baby. Wake the fuck
Well,
up."
afterwards.
After Foxy yelled at her and kept telling
Right,
her.
but that's why I got excited. I was like, yes.
But you know Rosa gets crazy. I thought her using the baby excuse was a little much.
Oh, I'd use it all the time.
Well, didn't you
I
guys
totally
think it
would.
was weird that she kept calling? I mean, it's not. I guess it's not weird. It's like what people are different about babies that are not born yet. She kept calling the baby by its
Baby's name.
She kept saying Jordan, and I'm like, who the hell's Jordan? And then I remembered from Instagram, Jordan's her baby.
Yes.
I don't think that's weird, actually.
You don't.
Like, if
Okay.
you're gonna, if you already have a name for the child, maybe just refer by the name.
I probably wait till
I feel like it's weird.
till they're born.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
feel
have the name. I'd be like, oh yeah, my baby, blah blah blah. I'd call it my baby.
I think I would say the baby is the baby's kicking.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to curse it.
Right.
You know?
Well, isn't it I had a friend in college who was like, oh, we don't have baby showers. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, oh, I'm Jewish. We don't have a baby shower. We don't jinx it. We wait until the baby's born to give gifts. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, it's just some people are superstitious about it. So to hear her being like Jordan, and I'm like, who's Jordan? There's no Jordan. You know, I was like, oh wait, stop. I feel like you're jinxing
Is this a
things.
new diva?
Well, it is time for another fight to go down. and a celebration. We see Nikki. This is the day that she like keeps her title and surpasses AJ Lee's record and becomes the longest reigning Divas champion. I loved that match. I freaking love twin magic. No one agrees with me. The chat roll is probably ripping me right now. I know people hate.
Can you explain that a little bit more? Because I saw the switch, but I didn't get the whole thing.
When they first started, they did this a lot more when they actually looked more like each other. But they switched which twin is in the ring when the referee is not looking or not paying attention.
Okay.
So that's what they did in this match, and Brie ended up getting pinned.
Right.
So the whole crowd and everyone celebrated. Charlotte was announced as the winner, and then Stephanie McMahon came out and was like, that can't happen because it was the wrong girl. Yeah. Brie was like stuffing in her bra and she was pulling it out. They pulled off this performance with it.
That's
was
what
fabulous.
that was. Okay.
I was at home with my wine, screaming at the TV. I loved it. It was good.
Yeah, you put up a picture.
Goosebumps.
So does that? So if say that whole switch came in, then she came out and said, "No, you pinned the wrong girl." Is that like a forfeit, automatic, or the match doesn't keep going?
They counted it as a disqualification. So then they had a rematch at like the next week.
You would think it'd be the opposite. Is it?
Well, Nikki
it's
ended
a
up
trick,
losing.
not cheating.
It's pro wrestling.
Nikki ended up losing by disqualification.
Let's not have
James
too
is
high of
like-
expectations. Well, they do have a celebration to go afterwards. I was confused as to why Dolph Ziggler was there.
Me
with
too.
just all the
Does he
divas and Dolph
love her?
Ziggler.
I feel
But
like
yeah,
he
I
has to
guess
have
it's because he's a cast member.
Yeah, I feel
basically.
like he has to have at least one appearance per episode because I think he's had one in every single episode.
Yeah, you're right. Well, Brie makes a very nice speech. And I always like, when Brie shows some support for Nikki, because I felt like she hadn't been doing a whole lot of that lately. And Mandy says that Dolph Ziggler is the hottest with him sitting right there. There are so many superstars, and a lot of them are really, really hot. It's like a hot tie. Like, if he's sitting right there, just pick a different one.
Can you put up?
This seemed like some kind of
cute to me.
ploy. Like,
Can you
she's
put up
trying to write her
James?
storyline?
Can you? Because I know Christy thinks Ryback's the hottest. Can you put up a picture of Ryback and let's see if Paulina and Megan agree that if who's hotter, Dolph Ziggler or Ryback?
I
don't know
have,
what
sure
Ryback
it'll take
is.
I
a
have
minute
the
to pull
hots
that
for
up.
Dolph, but he has the hair up. If it's down, I'm like,
Yeah, the hair up is better. Agreed. Agreed. Well, Mandy also chooses Natty as the diva that she would be in a long-term relationship with, which I thought was, a big-time suck-up, but a
Cute.
pretty good play.
It
was smart.
seem like they might be like sisters or like mom-daughter kind of relationship.
Oh, yeah.
I did like the Renee Young cameo. I love me some Renee Young.
You love her.
I love Renee.
Every
Young.
time her face pops up, George is like, "It's Renee." He almost says, "It's Renee."
Yeah.
I hope she's watching. Actually, I hope
sure
she's
that
not
she
watching.
is. She hosted the Total Divas After Show for WWE for several seasons, which they aren't doing anymore. So I'm sure she's like, I gotta get my Total Divas After Show in. And she's watching right now.
Wait, why don't they do it anymore? The girls are too busy.
Because they knew
Yeah.
that we're the best one out there, so
right.
there's no point to being.
That's
Even
right.
Renee Young can't compete.
Right, we're crushing the
This is-
competition.
this-
So we're looking at who?
Ryback.
Yeah,
Ew.
I'm all Dolph.
This is
I
my
like hair. I like hair.
This is what my fake
No.
WWE boyfriend.
I can't with that
No.
outfit either.
You should see him. Well, now he just wears trunks, and you can see like the abs and the whole thing. It's pretty good.
No, he
does look kinda
he looks
crazy
like
there.
he's about to murder
And then
me.
seriously,
Because eyes.
so when she went to the event and she has his Ryback sign and had a Ryback
had the
T-shirt,
Ryback shirt on.
and then oh my God, Ryback looked at her.
We totally made eye contact at Hell in a Cell because I was screaming and pointing to my shirt, and he gave me a little nod. We had our moment.
And then she woke up.
Emmanuel Dominguez in the chat pointed out that if Renee is watching, that would mean that Dean is watching. I love that.
Oh man.
Well, guys, do you have anything that
I'm
you'd
so
like to
jealous of
add
Dean.
about this episode? Because I want to roll into the big news.
I
No,
know.
I wanna hear this
Let's
big
go.
news.
I'm ready to
All
talk.
right, guys. Let's do some news and gossip. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. I actually can't deliver news until I hear that AFTERBUZZ sound. So I know you guys were all watching this morning as Bree and Brian talked to Good Morning America. George, keep your hands off the cupcakes.
He already got his hand in it.
Bree announced that she will be retiring soon. She says as early as this summer. And they also revealed that they did try to hide Brian's seizures from WWE. He asked her to keep quiet after she witnessed one of the seizures. She says she was kind of torn as to what to do. But when she talked about herself retiring, she said after seeing what Daniel Bryan went through with his retirement, she's not citing babies as the reason anymore. And I think it's that he can't do it anymore, she's not gonna go out and be like, okay, honey, I'm gonna go do the thing that you really want to do that you can't. But needless to say, she says she will be done soon as well. And Daniel Bryan, we've been wondering what he will do in the future. Part of his mission in the future will be to educate kids on athletics and concussions and that kind of thing. I know you guys have no clue who Dave Meltzer is, and I have my own problems with him and his sexism. But he did report that Brie could be done as soon as Fastlane, which is this Sunday, or WrestleMania 32, which is also very soon. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe she will win the title at Fastlane, and then she'll grab the mic and say, I'm done, and then the title will be vacated, and it'll be a very good jumping off storyline.
I mean,
What do you guys think, Black Chat?
She has a contract that she has to fulfill, right? So maybe that's why she told the Good Morning America reporter that it'll be this summer.
Oh, that's a good point.
You know?
And we know this is their third year.
At times when you want to retire, though, it's like they just kind of let you retire. I mean, it's one of those where it's like you'll retire because like Daniel Bryan's retired, but he's still under contract. That's true. So it just kind of depends sometimes.
I feel like they'll force her to finish out her contract because she's such a big face of the division.
Like I'm sure she'll still do other things. I think there'll still be a Total Divas and a Total Divas spinoff that still be affiliated with the WWE. So I think she'll still be there. Just obviously, I think the main thing is just maybe starting a family.
I got so excited to wake up and watch this. So last night I'm like scrolling through Instagram in my bed. It's so late, like it was probably almost 2 a.m. and I saw that both Brie and Nikki posted about like GMA or in the morning, and I literally laid in bed on my DirecTV app. I didn't even get up and go to the TV in the other room. On the DirecTV app, and was like recorded GMA for the morning. I wake up and I'm like all excited to go watch what it's about, and it's like the two of them like total Debbie Downer, like, yeah, so Brian's like terrible.
Yeah,
and,
it was
like,
sad. It was hard
and
to
I'm
watch.
watching it like this is a total freaking bummer, and I was really sad after.
Yeah, well, let's follow that one up with some good news. Jordan Elizabeth Shubensky has met the world. Rosa had her baby on Sunday, which was Valentine's Day, so that's kind of cool. It's also my cousin's birthday. Elizabeth is Rosa's mom's name, so that's where the middle name comes from. She came in at 6 pounds, 13 ounces, 19 inches. And as we mentioned before, Rosa and Bobby are now based in Pittsburgh. So congratulations to them. I hope that Bobby and Jordan and Rosa all come visit us whenever they can travel. Please come see us, and congratulations. And we talked a little bit about Eva and Jonathan and their quest for fame tonight. Well, they will be appearing together on a magazine cover, the cover of Most Magazine. They did a big shoot and they've been teasing it on social media, so you make sure you check that out. And this is just kind of a fun, uplifting one. I give Paige so much crap and everyone hates it because everyone loves her. So I do want to report that Miss Paige ran into a fan at the airport. The fan didn't have her phone with her, so Paige walked with this girl to go get her phone so that she could take a picture. So Paige really did a solid for this fan, and I thought that was sweet. So we want to give her a little shout out for that.
Paige.
I heard Paige is really good. Has always been good with that kind of stuff. Like she's always obviously before you get to arena, there's always like a bunch of crowd. You know, I heard she's always been good with that. Like always saying hello and taking pictures with everybody. So
That's
Smart.
good.
Yeah.
can't let that thing just get ignored.
Well, and it probably comes from growing up in the business too, and seeing her family cultivate relationships with fans. I know they're very good at that too.
Good.
Live chat, I'm just trying to check in and see what you say before we move into our last.
Oh, I will, Brian Rice. Give me like 1 minute and I will stuff my face.
Oh,
with these
George is
cupcakes.
stuffing his face. All right, guys, before we wrap up, let's have a little bit of total throwback.
I keep forgetting to watch back all these episodes.
All right, this time we're going to go all the way back to season 2. This is a really fun one. We've been talking about summer the last couple weeks.
These are
So
amazing.
I wanted to remind you all, remember when Summer came to Natty's house to give her a cupcake for George to eat? No. Natty went... Oh, okay, now you guys... You guys, podcasters, there's
I
so much
wanna know.
cupcake consumption going on right now that I can't even throw
What's
back.
the trivia question?
Go ahead.
No, I want to
We're
know.
ready.
I'm going to win this one.
All right, Summer went to Natty's house to
Yes.
confront her
Yes.
and ended up slapping Natty in the face.
Yes.
Do you guys remember what Natty said that triggered Summer to just wind up and give her a smack?
You're white trash.
No. Close. It was
Wait,
very
I don't have
memorable.
multiple choice?
No. You gotta remember. She hit
thought she
Summer
said-
right
wasn't
where it
it
hurts
something
as a
about-
woman. You'll
It was about her wrestling, wasn't it? Like about her
You
ability
need a nose job or like
or her age.
No, it was concerning
Her
her
age,
age,
right? How
her
old
age
she is, her old
and
lady?
her her age and her singleness.
single status.
Natty said to her,
I
quote,
didn't.
"There's a reason why you're 30 and single."
I totally forgot that they. Wow.
This is the same episode where Summer was flirting with Daniel Bryan, and Bree said to her, "You need to shut your mouth like your legs need to shut."
Yes. Was this the same episode where they were in the car together and they had to pull over the side of the road?
No, that was
they
later.
Had
I
two
think.
physical altercations.
Freaking
Yeah.
loved it when Natty would
See,
get
that's
crazy
the
on her.
real wrestling right there.
Yes.
That's what I want to
The
see.
good stuff.
Cupcake was amazing.
All right, George gives an A+ to the cupcakes. What's that, James?
Summer Rae was on Raw this week.
Summer Rae was on Raw.
Summer
this
Rae
week.
needs to go bye.
Oh, adios, Summer.
And she won.
Well, if
She
anyone
never
wants,
wins.
if the fans want to chat with you guys about Summer or cupcakes or divas or whatever the heck, babies, Ronda Rousey, where can they hit you guys up?
You guys can find me on Twitter at _ Paulina Aguilar and find me on Instagram at Paulina M. Aguilar.
And you guys, please tweet me, hit me up on Instagram, or look at my Snapchat. It's all at Megan Stecher.
Did you make these cupcakes?
I did.
By the way, my birthday's next week.
No, it's not. It's
It's,
not. His
uh,
birthday's in the
like-
summer.
You can follow me at Hermoza on Facebook. Just look me up on Facebook. Instagram, Twitter, PlayStation Network, Snapchat, MySpace, LiveJournal, Twitch. I'm out.
What are you talking
All
about?
right, you are so done. Well, guys, I got some major juicy interviews over Grammys weekend. Make sure you go to ChristyReports.com and check those out. Please also subscribe to my YouTube channel at Christy Reports. And I want to say thank you to Kristen Stansel, Joseph Boza, Andrea Beeler, Brian Rice, AJO314. You guys are all Montserrat Yeradine. I probably just butchered that. Emmanuel Dominguez. Thank you all for hanging out with us. We have so much fun with you.
other question for me.
We are going to kill these cupcakes right now. Make sure you wish Paulina a happy birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday,
and
thank
come
you.
back next week to hang out and chat more Total Divas with us. Follow the entire AfterBuzz TV team at AfterBuzz TV. And we will see you next week. Adios.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.